Hey guys, so right now I'm in Valtellina, Italy, and it is gorgeous. If you look behind me, you'll see these like mountains. It's like kind of drizzly rainy today and overcast, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna pick you up and take you for a spin. Let's do it. So here, like, it's just so gorgeous. These little bushes here are lavender, and I am absolutely in love with how they smell. And oh my god, it smells so good. And yeah, it's kind of like drizzly rainy right now, but it's gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous out here. And there's the winery, and yeah. Since my last video diary, I have traveled halfway across the world and done a couple of things. I left Atlanta on Monday night and I got here Tuesday morning. I landed in Milan on Tuesday morning, and I took a transfer to the ASSOS headquarters in Stabio, Switzerland. And when I got to the airport, there was a very kind man from Ghana who picked me up from the airport and drove me to Switzerland, and he was so great. Like, we just talked about Italy and Switzerland, and he like tried to like teach me some things, and we talked about the States because he'd never been there, and he was just really nice. His name was Alex, and super cool. So yeah, so I got to the ASSOS headquarters and they gave me a nice tour, and the factory is really neat. I took a lot of videos, so maybe I'll put together something to show you guys from the inside. I went on a ride with Dalini. She works there. She's amazing, and she helped organize this whole thing for me, and I'm so grateful. I went to the retail store in Lugano, but it was just really nice. So if you ever find yourself in Lugano, Switzerland, make sure you stop by the ASSOS store because it's definitely worth the visit. Yeah, it was really cool, and I got to take a sneak peek at some like prototypes and stuff that they were making in the factory and in the showroom at the factory store that they showed to dealers, and so that was really neat. And some of their newer collections that are like jazzier than is typical of ASSOS, which I was really stoked on. So if you haven't checked out their stuff in a while, it's a good time to give it a look and see what there is to see, because there's some really neat stuff that they're doing. Yeah, so yesterday I had the opportunity to go to the stage 6 of the Giro Rosa, and I got to ride in the Silence team car, and it was super cool. You can't really see a whole lot of the race from the team car because, you know, they have to keep the cars away from bikes so they don't run into them, but it was relatively calm for most of the race, and then there was some action. So whenever the riders would come back to the team car for a feed, or if they had a mechanical, it was really cool watching Manel, the director, like just spring into action and go into like full-on dad mode and just barge his way through everybody else to get to his rider and make sure that they were taken care of. So basically you have a race radio, and there's a person on the radio telling you everything that's going on in the race because you're in the team car and can't see anything. And so she'd say like, at 25 kilometers the bunch is together, or at the bunch is together with 30 kilometers left of racing, there's a solo break, rider 123, she has 1 minute, or like whatever. And it was really cool. So it's kind of like listening to like old time radio, but they keep you abreast of what's going on in the race. And then if something happens with your rider, if they need a feed or if they have a mechanical, they'll say team silence for rider 105, and then you like spring into action and like drive up to the rider and like see what's going on and take care of them, give them water, fix their mechanical. There's a mechanic at the back of the car. It was really cool. And so yeah, I've ridden in a neutral support car, but never a team car before, and it's way more specialized, way more specific. And the soigneur made me a sandwich, and I know that's not a huge deal, but I thought it was really cool because I wasn't expecting a sandwich, and I'm very grateful for things like that. And it was delicious. So yeah, I had a really great time. I'm really excited to see how the rest of the Giro Rosa unfolds. I feel like there's not a whole lot of coverage that happens, so you don't hear about it as much because, of course, the Tour de France is going on right now, and so people are paying attention to that. But the Giro Rosa is fascinating. The pink jersey, which is the leader's jersey, has changed hands maybe every day. Maybe it stayed on one person maybe 2 days at most, but like it's been a very animated race, and like they are working their butts off, and it's really sad that they're not getting as much attention, or enough attention, like not even as much, just enough attention in general. Like I feel like a lot of people don't even know that the Giro Rosa is happening. So if you see this video diary and you haven't heard of the Giro Rosa, look it up. It's pretty much the biggest stage race for women, the only Grand Tour left for women, I believe, and it deserves more attention, and it deserves your attention. So support women's racing and make sure that you give that a look. Yeah, so as a part of my being in the team car at the Giro Rosa, they're letting me put together a really cool video for ASSOS, and so I'm working on that. I gotta edit it, and I got some really cool stuff, so I'm hoping that it comes together really nicely. It was really cool doing the Instagram stories takeover, but I also get to create like this documentation of stage 6, which is really neat and just right up my alley. I've always loved content creation, and I've always loved like making videos, and this is like, I guess, my first like huge opportunity to do it on a bigger platform. So I will put this on the YouTube channel, and I know they're gonna put it somewhere on ASSOS, and maybe someone else will share it, I don't know, but if you guys could share it, that'd be really, really great. I promise I will do my best to make it good, and feedback is appreciated. Constructive criticism, please. Hopefully other folks will let me do more things like this, because I had a blast. It was super, super fun. I was like in the team car with like my phone and my like camera, and like just, you know, getting the scoop and like trying to, you know, really get things done. So I think it's gonna come together really nicely. I think it'll be really, really cool to have this like highlights documentation of my day in the Silence team car, and so just please support that. Okay, so I got a really exciting email this morning. I was hoping and praying that this was true, and I like knew that it was on the horizon. It turns out I'm going to be riding in the Colorado Classic, so I'm really excited for that. I don't really know a whole lot more than that right now, but when I do, I'm sure I will be like gushing with details. So tonight I am headed to Barcelona to just ride and like work and get some stuff done. So I'm thinking of it as more of like a busman's holiday. I don't really vacation, but I am fortunate in that I get to travel to these gorgeous places and do what I love. And so I guess life is sort of like a vacation in a way, but I still work, and I don't know, I'm thankful and I'm blessed and very happy that this is my existence right now, and I can't complain. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out in Barcelona for a week, and then I'm going to London, and there I'm gonna work on my podcast project, and do some interviews. Jules Walker and I are gonna have a reunion. We'll be back at Look Mom No Hands, and we'll be doing another talk, and it'll be really great. I say "and" so much, I really gotta work on that. But so excited. It was super fun talking to Jules last year. It was a very great experience. I think everyone enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to that. While I'm in London, I'm gonna see if I can make it to the ASSOS Women's League at Herne Hill Velodrome, and I'm gonna take a wheel building class at London Bike Kitchen, and just see whatever else I can get into. Yeah, it's gonna be really great. I know I keep saying I'm looking forward to it, but I'm really looking forward to just riding and training and preparing for Colorado and doing what I do. So that's it for this week. I don't really have anything else to say or add, but it's been an exciting couple of days, and I'm pretty sure the next 2 weeks are going to be exciting as well. So the next time you hear from me, I will either be in London or I'll still be in Barcelona, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching my second video diary, and be sure to follow me at all the places on Instagram, Facebook, and what's the other one? Twitter at I Suppose. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, thanks.